Good old Bugonia. It does sound like you're like like a country in Europe or something. Bugonia. Evidently, Bugonia. I had to look this up. What Bugonia actually means. I might be vaguely mispronouncing it. It apparently means bees that came from the corpse of a cow. Um. Okay. Bugonia, which is directed by Yorgos Lathimos, is actually a remake of a 2003 South Korean film called Save the Green Planet. It follows the same basic premise, but with different actors and cast. I wouldn't have known that until I literally just saw this. It's kind of like how The Departed is a remake of Eternal Affairs, but you wouldn't know that unless you knew of that film. My out of theater review came out yesterday, and this is one of those films where I'm still sitting on. I'm not 100% sure what my thoughts on this film are. It's it isn't a bad film. That's the thing. I can't think of anything that's like truly bad about the film. Like there's no bad filmmaking or directing or dialogue or anything like that. But it's just got a weird tone with it. It is a very weird film in terms of its tone, its structure. I mean, the plot is exactly what the US see in the trailer. A guy and his cousin kidnapped the CEO, thinking she's an alien, a high-ranking member of the Andromeda Court, and your ship is going to be here in 4 days, and we want you to give us a meeting with your embassy. And she's just like, what the hell are you talking about? And it's her trying to get out of this situation, trying to talk to them, trying to understand them if she can. And, it goes from there. The question, is she an alien or is she not? Okay, so let me talk about the things I do like about the film. And there's a lot to like. And first and foremost, what I said in my out of theater review stands true. The highlight of this film is the performances. Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone are the two real big highlights of this film. Absolutely. I also liked Aidan Debus as Dawn. I thought he was fine. How apparently that was Alicia Silverstone as his mom in the Flash. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, let's see Alicia Silverstone getting some work. And there was like one other main actor. There's some side characters that show up too, but one other main actor plays a cop he knew as a kid. But no, it's the main crux of this movie is Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, and these two, they are phenomenal. There are points where you are genuinely afraid for her life, and other points where like you watch this and the brilliance of like the direction is, even though she is their prisoner, she's kind of more in control than they are. Because Jesse Plemons we learn just how messed up he really is in the film, like how mad he kind of has gone and the things he's done. But as stupid as it comes off, you can also see that he is surprisingly intelligent. He's not an idiot in the sense of like just not intelligent. That his cousin is the non-intelligent one. He is an idiot because of being kind of more just inflexible and incapable of like reason or anything like that. Being just not bigoted, but I don't know what the best way to put it. Kind of radicalized. He radicalized himself is what he really did. He radicalized himself. And like the scenes with them talking to each other all get tense. They can be funny. There's definitely humor in the film. They get uncomfortable at points. It is something I really enjoyed about the film. Like I also said just a minute ago too, they do make you like if you're watching her performance and like some of the things she's doing and saying and all that, they do actually make you wonder. Because when I saw the trailer for this film, and I will not spoil whether this is revealed or not, they do when I watched her, I'm like, I wonder if she really is an alien, and this guy just kind of lucked the F out. And again, I won't say if that's the case or not. I will say though they do play around with that idea quite well. Like they do make you they if you watch her acting, there like for example, there's a scene, and this doesn't give anything away really. It's just watch it when she first wakes up. She's apparently that white stuff is apparently like cream, like a moisturizer on her that apparently weakens her nervous system, according to them. Apparently, she communicates with her to her ship with her hair, allegedly. But when he actually names like the alien species, you actually do see her eyes kind of dart around a little bit. Now, is that because how the hell did he figure it out, or it's like, oh my god, how the hell am I going to get out of here? They play around with that for a bit. Eventually, we get to a point where there is the reveal of whether she is or isn't, and then there's a reveal on top of the reveal, one way or the other. And like there's like a reveal, and then there's the continuation of the reveal, and then there's the follow up to the reveal. So, and I say reveal. Reveal is probably not the right word. The answer. That's about it. The answer whether or not she is or isn't, and then the continuation of what is ultimately going on. So, and I know that makes it sound. I can already tell if anyone's like saying, "Oh, you're saying she is." No, I'm not. I could very well be saying she's not. She very well might not have been. These guys really were just insane and tired of just the state of the world. I just wasn't choosing my words right. But either way, I appreciated that as well. But I think so. Would I say this is a good film? It's definitely one I would recommend. If you're interested in this, I would definitely recommend it. It is an interesting film. I think that is the best way to put it. It is an interesting film. That said, it's not totally. This film feels a little more like a Wes Anderson film. You know what? That is actually a perfect, especially when we get near the end. Totally, it feels like a Wes Anderson film. It feels like Grand Budapest. What was it? Not the Provincian. What was the one that just came out? With Benicio del Toro. I can't remember what it was, but it almost feels Wes Anderson at the very end there. And I'm like, well, that's odd. Meteor City or something. And I don't just mean like tonally. I mean like the way it's shot, the way it's handled, like that, like all of it. So, and after I realized that, I thought back to the whole film, like, yeah, that's kind of why everything felt a little off. I mean, it's supposed to, I think, feel off, but that's why it feels a little off to me. Is that it has that weird air of surreal. It has that weird air of surreal going through the majority of the movie. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's shot kind of like a Wes Anderson film a little bit. It's certainly handled and directed like one a little bit. So that might be it. I'm not a big Wes Anderson fan if I'm going to be. I don't hate Wes Anderson. I don't. I'm just not a big fan of his films. They don't work for me, and that's okay. Nope. Not all films have to work for everyone. I'm just not a Wes Anderson fan. That's fine. But yeah, so if you were and this is not a Wes Anderson film, obviously, but if you're someone who likes Wes Anderson films, then you might like this. This might be more up your alley than it would be up mine. As it stands, even as someone who's not a Wes Anderson fan and thinks of this film kind of in the air of a Wes Anderson film, I do not think this is a bad movie. Let me be very clear. As much as I'm saying I don't know if I can say it's a good movie, it isn't a unique watch. It's a unique watch. I'll also say this. I have some, not logistical, I do have questions about that ending. Like, wait, you did this happened, but why did it happen because it's this? Or, like, you're not explaining why you just suddenly all that happens like that. You're not explaining it. Furthermore, you're all a bunch of hypocrites for what you did. So, like, you think this has to happen because of this. You're no freaking better. In fact, you're actually worse. So, and again, I'm being as vague as possible on that ending. Like, if I were to talk with Emma Stone's character at the end of the movie about the choice that was made at the end of the movie, I would rip into them saying, it's like, wow, you're a bunch of idiots, hypocrites, and terrible individuals Yeah, we might do things similar to this, but we don't do this, this, and then do that. Like it's again, if you've watched the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So no spoilers in the comments. Don't do that. But I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like there's a lot of logic raffles for what you're doing. Anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks for the next one. Later.